President Trump on the size and power of his nuclear button is one thing. This tweet is another. It also came just moments ago from the president. Quote, "I will be announcing the most dishonest and corrupt media awards of the year on Monday at 5 o'clock. Subjects will cover dishonesty and bad reporting in various categories from the fake news media. Stay tuned." Joining us now is CNN senior media correspondent Brian Stelter. Any idea exactly what he's talking about?
This is something he seemed to propose before the New Year, Anderson, the idea of a fake news trophy that should be awarded. The RNC then picked up on it, said they would take nominations. It seems the president, right out of reality TV here, wants to create a moment of drama where he'll announce the winners. Obviously, in the grand scheme of things, probably the least important tweet of the day. But this came just a few minutes after the nuclear button tweet. So what's on the president's mind? We know what's on the president's mind. 16 tweets today to start the new year, some of them deeply disturbing.
Right. I mean, considering how the new year has started, I mean, what does this say about the year?
Madness. And I think we should start to call it that, shouldn't we? You know, when President Trump was inaugurated last January, some writers, some columnists like Andrew Sullivan started right away to raise concerns about the president's mental health, about his fitness for office. In the months that followed, we saw Republican senators like Jeff Flake bring these issues up, try to ask about his fitness for office. Bob Corker, another name that comes to mind. I think we could apply a test to his 16 tweets today. The test would be, if this were the leader of Germany or China or Brazil, what would we say? How would we cover these tweets? We would say these are the messages from a person who is not well, from a leader who is not fit for office.
Well, I mean, the counter-argument to that is, look, he just has a different style, and other presidents have tried, you know, more diplomatic language, more presidential language, you know, vis-a-vis North Korea, and his supporters will say, well, look, that didn't work, and maybe this is the way to go.
And certainly on Twitter, any president, whether it's former President Obama, now President Trump, future presidents of the U.S., they can use Twitter and Facebook and other social media tools to great effect to achieve legislative victories, to persuade the public to come to their side. But I don't think that's what we're seeing with his use of Twitter tonight. In fact, I've asked Twitter spokesman, does this violate Twitter's terms of service, making this kind of threat toward North Korea? So far, no immediate comment from the company, still waiting to hear. I think they're trying to decide if this kind of tweet, referring to a nuclear button that he knows how to use and it works, whether that actually is a violation of the terms of service because it may threaten violence. These are the kinds of questions that social media companies now have to ask themselves.
Brian Stelter, appreciate it. As we mentioned, the president is on